everybody. Well, like it or not, I'm going to start this video on somewhat of a low note and somewhat of a high note, depending on who you are listening to me today. Yesterday was a hard day for me. The anger, the disappointment, the sadness, stress, the constant nonsense of a place, an area in which I do not feel quite like I fit. Okay? The list is long, but at the end of the day, I landed in my bedroom crying after watching America's Got Talent video, on which I watched and listened to young bloke Cole Swenson singing while his mum accompanied him on stage. Oh boy, it opened the taps to the waterworks. This has just been one of the worst years since COVID, for me at least. At some point, I'll have to take a break. When? I don't know. Anyway, I taught myself to live in gratitude years ago. So despite certain aspects of my life catching up to me lately, I have to do what I'm going to do next. As a result of this channel, I formed certain friendships, and very few of these actually lasted long term. Currently, one of those which did last comes with a bit of heartbreak and sadness. And it's all about my dear friend who recently has been diagnosed with dementia. She will be away for 1 or 2 weeks in a care facility to make the process of evaluation easier. Please, guys, I'm begging you to pray, do whatever you do, but please bring some blessings over a deserving person, and that would be my friend Cassie. She was there for me in my lowest and best of times, and now she needs a bit of love and support from us. Honestly, my dear subscribers, there are many of you who have been and still are very, very supportive, and honestly, I am so grateful to all of you. But please, do not take offense when I feel I have to say something about, say, one person or a specific person or persons. Now, one of those people would be Cornelia. I'm not going to give her surname. I'm sure she wouldn't like it. But she usually does not want me to say thank you or anything like that to her directly. So I'm going to do it this way. If it wasn't for Cornelia, I would likely not be sitting here preparing this video now. Okay? I would probably be running around painting trucks and working in warehouses and making videos, say, once or twice a week. And Dragon Man would definitely not have been where he is if it wasn't for Cornelia. And you know what? Unlike many others, Cornelia had stayed year in, year out, no matter what. Did she always agree with me? Absolutely freaking not. And of that I'm 100% sure. But she stuck it out. So tell me, how can I not thank this wonderful undercover benefactor and friend? Tell me, how can I not? For my own sake, to remind myself about the good and positive in my life, I have to say thank you to Cornelia, this wonderful, wonderful, positive person in my family's lives. And of course, it still remains for me to thank you, to all of you, for staying with me. So many of you have been with me for a long, long time. I mean, a couple of years. And please, do not think I don't notice. Of course I do. Each and every thumbs up, comment, and of course, returning subscriber is a savior, a benefactor in their own right. And thus, to all of you, thank you. Okay, my dears, let's get into it, and please, followers, viewers, friends, and enemies, before you get really angry at me, give me your time and listen to my reasoning. Listen to the facts before you judge and run away. Try and be objective. Pretend I'm not talking about your king or your monarchy. I could as well be talking about the Zulu kingdom. So pretend I am. Pretend I am talking about the Zulu kingdom or the Spanish monarchy, and look at it from that perspective, from an outsider's point of view. Okay, now I told you something was up with that photo of Meghan and baby little Bucks, where the baby is supposedly lying on a chest. I told you her freckles, because I enlarged the photograph, that her freckles were falling off her face. You cannot have a freckle falling off the tip of your nose, unless it was snot, of course. The too big twisted hand of the baby, etc., etc. And now Paula M. discovered the original photograph. And, I mean, this is not the first time. We had a previous photo where Meghan and all her buddies pasted her and Harry's faces on another photograph, supposedly just after giving birth. Now, I don't know who, I can't remember who, I don't know whether I ever knew who, but someone did a reverse search on that particular photograph and found the original photograph. Now, folks, this is happening time and time again, over and over and over. Every darn photograph Meghan puts out herself has an alteration or Photoshop or AI or something done to it. Almost every word Meghan speaks is a lie, except for maybe is and are. And I'll tell you, even is and are actually doubtful. I mean, you have to literally look at every word in every sentence. I mean, if Meghan tells you the sky is blue, you need to go look out the freaking window. Then she also brags like there's no tomorrow. She is fully 100% convinced that she's the second coming of Christ in Diana's reincarnation. And I mean, the situation is sick. It is sick. And I don't care anymore what anyone, including Angela Levin, has to say. Harry is sick too. And guys, he was sick long before he met Meghan. I mean, remember that he seriously considered blowing his father up in his early days of being in the army. And if you don't believe me, have a look on the screen. That is from Spare. Now, you can go back to my old videos, and there's an entire list of videos I made on the Harkle children. And you're welcome to go look at it again and listen. I never, ever, ever, ever said that there are no children, or that they are dolls, or that Meghan used other people's children, or actors. I had gotten into a number of fights about this topic, but I'm going to say it again. There is an Archie, a child known as Archie, and he is in their 24/7 care, or at least often in their care. Now, that does not mean that Meghan has not used Photoshop, AI, or whatever other means to portray Archie. She has, I promise you, she has lied about Archie in more ways than one. But although she had lied about Archie more times than we can count, Archie exists. At least I'm 99.99999% convinced that she herself did not birth Archie or Lily. But still, I am of the opinion that Archie and Lily both exist. All I'm asking is that you use logic. When kids are babies and cannot go anywhere themselves, it will be easy to pretend that they exist when they don't, okay? But children grow up, they learn to walk and talk, they go to school, and eventually they even gain the courage to speak for themselves. And then what? No, my friends, whatever the circumstances, the when, the where, the hows, these children exist. And it is because they exist that something needs to be done. And it is exactly why those children and their parents need to be removed from the line of succession and the royal website. If they truly did not exist, why would we even bother? If they were just images of other people's children, then they pose no risk to the monarch and the monarchy. And, we would not bother fighting ghosts or dolls, would we? Meghan may have a cupboard full of baby dolls, for all I care. I'm still telling you, Archie and Lily exist. And to make it even clearer, I know 100%, I can give you my word, Archie exists. I don't know where he goes to school or even whether he sleeps in the Montecito mansion every night, but Archie exists. He is a living, breathing little boy, and one I care about and I sincerely worry about. Okay. I hope this convinced you, because otherwise there's no point in continuing this video. This video, or rather portion of this video, I will send to the Royal Palace's media liaison officers, because it is time they stop ignoring us. It is time they start caring what we think and feel. And very quickly. You see, they, whoever they are, whether it is the king, his courtiers, his council, his government, or all of them, apparently does not understand that the sentiment is that if you can lie about flesh and blood little children, kiddos of 4 and 6, then you can lie about anything. If you are complicit in a fraud, then you are actually as bad off as the person who committed the actual fraud, even if it means that all you did was keep quiet about the fraud. Am I right, King Charles? Of course I'm right. According to the law, your silence is unlawful and against the law. Are you being blackmailed? Well, Kingy, do you seriously think that after 76 years of being alive, of being earthside, Harry and Meghan are the only people who has or knows at least one secret about you? Do you really think that? Clear this up, or maybe Bookie and Company, Tom Bauer, or whoever else could or may accidentally release a secret each. Blackmail? Do you call that blackmail? Hell yes, because you had been making fools of us long enough. It matters not whether we live in America, South Africa, Lesotho, Nigeria, Canada. We are sick of the bloody lies, the PR, the spin. I personally am also sick of the excuses. Oh, the Queen has just lost her husband. Yes, indeed, it was sad. The Queen is old and ill. How sad is that? And now it is Charles's age, his illness, his treatment. Oh, he can't do it. Parliament has to. Parliament says, yes, we can deal with it. But Parliament says, yes, we can deal with it. But the King must start the ball rolling. He must ask us to intervene. Now, people get mad at me when I oppose the British people, I mean the elite and the journalists on this. But before you as a listener to this channel get mad at me and ask, why would I know better than a Brit or a professional journalist? Well, please go and do what I did. Because I'm not British, I had to go do my homework. I had to ask. So do what I did and go speak to a member of Parliament or speak to someone like Bob Seeley. And I'm willing to bet they will tell you that exactly what a variety of these people told me after I inquired. For as long as King Charles opposes, yes, my dears, opposes stripping Harry and removing him from the line of succession, opposes changing the law, making it easier to strip people of their titles, royal and other, and giving the monarch more power to do so. For as long as that is the case, nothing will happen. Parliament will not go against the sovereign. Should I dish up proof that it was King Charles and Rishi Sunak who lodged complaints and disagreed with previous attempts by Parliament and the House of Lords to resolve this issue? My friends, from fact to opinion, okay? Today, I'm making sure that you can differentiate between fact and opinion. Well, it is not fact, but it is my opinion that Rishi opposed the changes because the king asked him to. Now, another falsity that is being spread by sycophants and whoever else is that no one knows the truth. Well, I'm not telling you what truth they know, but I know that they know the truth. So you guys are wrong, wrong, and wrong again. No matter what was done to bring Archie and Lily earthside, someone knows. Let's say, okay, let's just imagine it was IVF and surrogacy. Meghan did not do it herself with a meat baster. No, medical people were involved. So there you have a few people already. And whatever happened, the king knows. Either Harry told him or someone else did. Maybe MI5 or MI6 or courtier or a lawyer. Or maybe MI5 and 6 were tasked to find out the truth. Now, if King Charles knows the truth, then William, Catherine, and the Middletons know. Actually, I know the Middletons know the circumstances surrounding Archie's birth. But that aside, Princess Anne knows. And likely so does Edward and Sophie. So all these people are being put in a position where they are burdened with secrets they did not ask for. Think about that one. So are we thus wrong to now turn our attention to the king instead of Harry and Meghan themselves? No. We have given Meghan and Harry every opportunity to make things right. We have given them 6 and 4 years, and all they did was laugh at us So now, with such blatant evidence, what are you going to go to King Charles or the Privy Council? You or your council or your government, what are you going to do? Are you going to continue the lie and expect the world to still trust you? Like I said, if you can lie about that, what else can you lie about? And you want us to care about you, trust you, believe in everything you say? No, not likely. Okay, folks, I really need to get to last week's planned videos because, in my opinion, they are indeed very important. But Dragonman is writing history and geography on Thursday and Friday, so I will get to those very important videos after that. So please, folk, please take care of yourselves and stay safe. Until then, bye.